Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the LA Chargers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Chargers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Washington defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Crowd right. Not today, you aren't. Not today. Mike 5.
Herbert on first down now. There's Hall bringing in another one. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Hall. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And the drive starts for the completion, left side, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now,
on Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Mike, 28.
Again, it's Robinson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 40-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This pass out wide to Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Straight ahead is Hall. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Out of the gun, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That is caught at the 7. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Running it, Washington. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alec Ingold, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Undercrush, undercrush.
Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. Herb Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
All day, dog. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The mic. I got 15. Strip the ball. Strip that.
They go play action here on first down. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Robinson up the middle, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here now a 3rd down and 8. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Herbert. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Herbert now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Inside the 20.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Check.
Be ready, be ready.
Mike, 28. 60 Bearcats, 60 Bearcats.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's a give to Hall. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 69 yards. And the Commanders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Chargers on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Five's the mic. Five's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now it's Herbert. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Pull it together. Mike 5. Mike 5.
Better bring it. You better bring
21.
it. Letting you know right.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Short throw to Smith, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
19 tight. 19 tight. Mike 5.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Short throw to Smith. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
This is 2nd and 8.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
79 Broncos.
Check tight end. Check tight end.
Here's Herbert. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first down, Justin Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completed out left to Dobbs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert completes it again to Dobbs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Crunch time, defense.
Hey, go lion. Ready?
Looking to throw, Herbert. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held.